So in response to my video about racism, this person says, don't skirt the question, where do you set the bar? This is in response to someone asking me where I set the bar, and I turned it around and said, no, where do you set the bar? And the reason I said that is because that is the problem the Democratic Party has with racism. They're supposed to be the party of equality. They're supposed to be the party of minority and women. They're supposed to be the party that's fighting racism and discrimination. And I 1000% support that. And I set the bar at zero tolerance. But the Democratic Party has a different set of standards depending on who the supposed racist is. And that is the problem. And that in itself makes the racism problem in this country much larger. Because you don't have a single set of standards or a single set of rules for everybody. You pick and choose who's racist and who's not. And it's typically done by their ideology. So if a Democratic president or a Democratic congressman or a Democratic senator says something that can be construed as racist, the response from the Democratic Party is, they didn't really mean that. Does that sound familiar to you? Does that at all sound... Who have we heard say that in the last 4 years? Oh, they didn't really mean what they said. Yeah, you know where I'm going. So what's going to happen now that this teacher has been fired for telling this kid to get his cotton-picking hands off a piece of paper is people are going to go back and they're going to find every example of Democrats saying the exact same thing and not a fucking peep. Do you really think that Bill Clinton, who was from Arkansas, didn't use the term cotton picking all the fucking time? So all of those are going to come out, and the Democrats are going to look like dumb fucks on the media. And they're going to look like they have a different set of standards. And the reason they're going to look like that is because they have a different set of standards. So because we have a different set of standards, we have lost an educator, and you have given power to your opposition. That's what you've done. Because when the child asked the teacher, who do you think they said that to? When she said, we say cotton picking all the time, the teacher should have said, everybody on the fucking planet. That's who we say that to. Because it is not the words themselves that are racist. It is the intent behind the words. It must be the intent behind the words, because that's why black people can say the N-word, because there's no intent to be racist, and white people can't. And why anyone would want to use that word anyway, no matter their race, is fucking beyond me. But regardless, we've set these somewhat arbitrary standards for society, but we don't follow them. And we change them when it's advantageous to our side.